Jack Ciattarelli has the best chance for, I think, pulling off an upset where this is his third time. Could it be the charm? We know he got within 3 points against a sitting Governor Murphy. This poll shows the biggest distance that I have seen between the two. It's the new Fox poll, but it does show a very tight race.
So right now you have Cheryl at 52% and Ciattarelli at 45%. And then you go back to early October where it was, and then September. But Ainsley, the reason why people are queuing in, because all the polling pretty much from the last time that they polled when he ran the second time, was off by a lot. And it was a dead heat once the results actually came in.
Jack Ciattarelli, he was on last night with Sean, and we're going to play a clip of that. But first, I want to say that he's going to vote early voting today. And then she has an event with Barack Obama, a rally tomorrow. Here's a little clip from the town hall of Jack Ciattarelli on the Jersey Shore with Sean.
What's different this time around, I mean, I'm talking about the same issues I did back in 21. They were percolating then. They're at a complete boil now because people are pissed over the affordability crisis, the public safety crisis, the public education crisis. What's different is no pandemic this time around. It wasn't easy running for governor when there was a shelter-in-place order. Number two, I'm not running against an incumbent. Number three, there's a lot less in difference this time around. The closeness of my race and how well the president ran here, you know, from 20 to 24, the president improved by more than 10 points in New Jersey. That was the greatest improvement of the 50 states. Now, no, he didn't win New Jersey, but that improvement means there's 300,000 more people today that are favorable to the president than back in 2020.
And that's quite possible. But I'll add this. In the same poll that Fox did, they asked who's better on what topic? Energy costs. Obviously, you would think Jack Ciattarelli's already mapped out what he's going to do on energy, and she's pro-green, pro-windmill. She's a favorite by 10 points. I mean, taxes. What Democrat grades higher on taxes than a Republican? She's up by 9 points. Cost of living. She's up by 8 points. Cost of living. All he talks about is building more houses and driving prices down.
Well, it is a blue state. Keep in mind.
Right.
I'll just take you to what the brother said at the barbershop last week when we played. She doesn't answer questions. And that is a huge problem for her to and then the latest polling that talks about the energy, Ciattarelli has the energy as well. So there's a lot of inconsistency in these polls. I just encourage people to go vote early, which you can do right now, and vote election day if you cannot make it early.
But to Brian's point, you would think that they would say, what? This is my electric bill?
Currently.
I'm going to vote the opposite this time. I'm not going to vote for another Democrat because she's just going to carry on Murphy's policies.
100%.
They were energy independent under Governor Christie. And she has chosen, Governor Murphy and the Democratic Party have chosen not to go with pipelines that would have done for them what they've done for Pennsylvania.
Right, and he says they will be energy independent during his first term. So,
meanwhile, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jake Tapper has made this stunning revelation, but his reasoning, I think, is pretty interesting as well.
He predicts that Gen Z will be a lot more conservative thanks to the failures of Black Lives Matter and the Me Too movement. And he says he's watching this as he's raising his own children and talking to their friends. Listen to this. He's on a podcast.
I think Gen Z is going to be a lot more conservative. I think that just from my experience knowing Gen Z kids, my kids and their friends and whatever, I sense a much more skepticism and I think it is a reaction to Gen Xers and millennials forcing on them progressive views in school. Yeah. I just think that it's not just that he is reshaping and remaking politics and normalizing things that weren't normal 10 years ago. I also think it is a reaction to the failures of progressive movements to achieve what they wanted to achieve, whether it's Bernie Sanders, whether it's Black Lives Matter, whether it's Me Too.
Add the pronouns.
But notice how guarded he is. Speak clearly. What are the kids upset with? They're sick and tired of the wokeness in the schools, telling people pronouns, counseling people.
The world's going to end.
Yeah.
All those kids are panicked. They think the world's going to end.
That's right. All the scams that you guys produce. Be specific about it. But he's still being guarded because, as you said, Brian, he has to go back to CNN.
Is he just saying this because CNN's trying to change a little because their ratings are really bad and they're trying to be a little bit more in the middle? Or does he really believe this? Is he really seeing this with his kids? I would hope that he wouldn't say it unless he really believed it. And if that's the case, that's a perfect example of how liberals are not now starting to see what these progressive policies do to our children and do to our communities.
Unofficially, I'm just looking at the ratings. The one that does best in a repeat is Bill Maher's show.
Right.
So maybe he's looking at that.
Yeah.
On CNN.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhardt. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.